going to be fun. I've got something a bit unusual to play with. I've got this. It is a camouflage roller stamp. You know, if you have any letters or documents that you want to make redactions, make it confidential, you roll this over it. Anyway, I thought it'd be quite a fun, unusual thing to use to make a portrait. I've no idea if it's gonna work. Jeopardy! Oh my god! Look at that! It's so weird. Oh, look at that. Stay tuned. This is a roll of wallpaper lining that I found in a charity shop. The whole roll was only £1, the kind used underneath wallpaper. That really made me think about the phrase, "the walls have eyes," and hidden cameras. It has quite a nice soft texture, so I thought this would be perfect. I have first sketched the portrait in pencil, just so I have an idea of where I want to put the ink, and I've got a better chance of getting good likeness this way. Now I'm going straight in here and making my first tentative marks with this tool. I found that if you tilt the redaction tool and just use the edge of it, you're able to get thin lines and sketch out the fine details. And I was surprised actually how easy it was to control where the mark making was. I mean, you do have to kind of bend down and look and keep an eye on where your redaction tool is actually making contact with the paper, because you can't really see the tip. It's not like having a pencil in your hand and seeing the tip of the pencil touch the paper. You've got quite a wide base to this thing, and you can't see unless you're kind of peeking underneath it. I really like how you can make different types of marks and different values. So if you press gently or slide it along the paper, you can kind of get these lighter shades of grey, and then if you press harder or if you layer up the ink, you can get darker areas of almost black, not quite black. My favourite thing about this tool is that you end up with some quite weird marks, and I love that. And as long as you stick to your map that you've created in pencil, and you try not to veer off too far from that, you still get a likeness, but you get these kind of irregular marks where you can see, if you look closely, you can see the alphabet, the lines, the patterns of the redaction tool, or like for example on the nose and the left side of the picture, on slightly under the eye, you can see there's a sort of outline of the stamp, and I really love that. It doesn't take away from the likeness. She doesn't have lines there on her face. It's completely abstract. You know, it was an accident, but it does kind of add a style to it, and it adds a kind of tension. Having said that, I'm about to make one, maybe two marks, especially near the lips, that are just altering her likeness too much, altering her features. So I'm about to go in with some acrylic paint markers to try and cover up the mistake. Originally, I wanted to keep this whole portrait as a portrait made with the redaction stamp, but some of these little errant marks were just too distracting and taking away from her likeness, particularly the one just under the corner of her lip. But I also used this white pen just to go in and put some light in the eyes and some detail in the eyes, and then just to take away some of the errant marks on her cheeks. Now, this was a slight mistake using the cream. I thought it would blend with the paper better. The white was actually the better way to go with this paper, and so I do go over that in a minute and whiten that up. So why did I choose Virginia? I've been following her case for years. I think she's incredibly brave, very inspirational, and actually we're both born in the same year, 1983, so I guess I feel a bit of a kinship. But artists are uniquely placed to explore issues such as injustice in their art, and the use of unusual tools and symbolism can help shine a light on important issues and stories. So when I saw the stamp, I immediately thought of the redacted Epstein files. But this sketch has double meaning. She waived her right to anonymity, but the government has not been as transparent. So using a tool designed to hide information to create a portrait felt quite fitting, a fitting tribute to someone whose voice has helped bring hidden truths into the open. This is a tool that's usually associated with secrecy, but instead of covering things up, I've used it to slowly reveal an image, an image of someone who has left a powerful legacy. It's not a tool designed for sketching, it's designed to roll flat in one direction. What's the most unusual thing you've used to make a piece of art? But here's the finished portrait. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, considering this was my first time attempting to draw with a censorship tool. And I was expecting my first attempt with it to be a big fail, but I really want to make more portraits. Who do you think I should draw next? If you enjoyed this, I'd really appreciate a like, and feel free to subscribe for more experimental art and creative challenges just like this.